we're joined by Jim after the disappointing 2-1 home defeat to Dagenham Redbridge. That was not on the cards, Jim. That was it. Wasn't on the plans, was it?
No, definitely not. Absolutely unacceptable. By far our worst performance. Absolutely crap. Basically, that sums it up. Right from 1 to 11. Started the game poorly. I mean, Saturday we started the game well. The crowd got behind us. We just never got going. They did exactly to us what we did to Southend on Saturday. You know, deservedly went in front. And I've backed the lads all day long, all season, and said every game that we've lost at home we've deserved something out of it. But we got exactly what we deserved tonight. Yeah. And as I say, it's not acceptable. You know, we've had a pop at them, and you know, the only positive for me, well, you know, it's tough on the young lad coming in at left back, big boots to fill. But Jack Redshaw coming on and done well. He was a positive tonight. But apart from that, you know, there's not much. You know, it's something that we're going to have to reflect on and see what's what. But I don't know, one thing or another, whether the games are caught up. We've got a lot of players there who've played every game virtually. You know, your McCreadys, your Ellisons, your Drummonds, and everyone just looked lacklustre today. We had a little go at them before the game today to get them going, and we were thinking, you know, Dagenham are coming and scrapping for their lives. We don't want our lads to get above themselves. 4 unbeaten, couple of good results. But come down to earth with a bang tonight, and you know, I'm learning all the time, and what I learned tonight, that we lack characters, we lack leaders out there. You know, I wasn't one of the greatest players who've played for this club, but what I you know, pride myself on is that I give it me all. You know, I'm not knocking the lads for their effort, but you know, thinking the game, you know, winning second balls, putting your foot on it when you had to, making the right decisions. You know, we worked yesterday for an hour on the shape that we played today. Yeah. You know, getting it out of the back, playing through. We knew how Dagenham would come to be direct, but we just never got going basically, and it was absolutely crap.
I think the game went the way they wanted it to, didn't it? Very much they played to their strengths. Yeah. And we ended up playing a lot of the first half was pretty poor head tennis. At half time we came in with 1-1, and you must have been thinking we're pretty lucky to get in at 1-1. Let's go out there and change it second half. And yet, second half, we seem to get even worse, to be truthful.
Well, that's exactly, you know, what I'd say. I said at half time, you can't get worse than what you've just performed there. You know, get after them. Make sure we wanted everyone to up at, you know, 5-10% at least. Make the right decisions, close down, just everything right across the board. I can't, you know, sometimes things happen in football. I think one game sticks in my mind is when we played Altrincham in the year that we went up.
We just meant that in the bar.
Yeah, and you know, similar. I remember playing in that game and coming off and thinking we've just played like 11 strangers there, 11 people who've just been brought out the street, put on a football pitch and played. You know, we got beat 1-0, but as it was, we went on and kicked on, got promotion. But tonight, that sums it up. That was, you know, standing there watching it. It hurt, and I looked at it and I thought, yeah, this is like Altrincham, you know, 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah, you know, games do stick in your mind, and that was certainly one of them tonight, and it's not acceptable, as I say.
No. My final question or point I want to sort of like put to you is all the way through the season we've stood here and interviewed you, and you've been very, very honest. The one thing I'll say for all your players is they've always come off giving 100% and looking like they were tired. And that's the first time they've ever come off the pitch looking a bit fed up with themselves, as if I could have done a lot better. Would you agree with that? Definitely.
You know, I've had a go at them in there. You know, and I've said it's not acceptable, their own performances. Sometimes it happens in football. You know, I can't knock them. I'll never knock them for their attitude. They train right, they go about the jobs right. And you know, I don't think anyone, I've seen players, you know, do go through the motions. We haven't had any of that. No. But sometimes it doesn't happen for one reason or another. Whether you know, the games are caught up on them, the long journeys, whatever it may be. You know, we're spending a lot of our time at the minute doing recovery sessions. But they've come off there tonight, and you know, I've had a little go at them. Not as, you know, I've flown off the handle a couple of times this season, but tonight it's you know, I'm as flat as anyone, and the lads are exactly the same. They feel it. They feel hurt. It's a quiet place in there at the minute after all the speaking had been done, but you know, to be all and end all, we were awful. It was the worst performance by us. We didn't deserve nothing out of it, and you know, we're still in not a bad position. But I did say on that performance, if you keep that up, you'll just easily get dragged back down. You know, we were 4 unbeaten, we'd made strides, and you're thinking, can we make a late run? But you know, we've got to do much better than that tonight.
So moving on to the injury situation with Lawrence Wilson and Nick Fenton. Any news on those two?
Wilson will be out for the rest of the season, Fleming will be out for the rest of the season, and Fenton will be out for 3-4 weeks, maybe more.
So is it operations for Fleming?
Unfortunately not, no. Lawrence Wilson will be in a brace for 4 to 6 weeks. Fleming will be in a brace a little bit longer, but Lawrence has fractured his kneecap. Fleming's torn a ligament in his knee, and Nick Fenton's pulled his calf. So you know, these things happen. You know,
the small squad got even smaller.
I'd never ever you know, go on about injuries, because there's always someone worse off than yourself. But when you are a small squad, it hits you, and I thought we missed the lads tonight. Yeah. You know, Fleming coming back into a bit of form after having a couple of injuries. You know, I really rate the lad. I think he's got loads to offer, but he just stop-start with 1 or 2 things this season. And unfortunately now we're going to miss him. You know, he is a player who can get on the ball and make things happen. He's proven that he can score goals. Lawrence Wilson's done well, played every game, you know, left back or virtually every game. You know, and when your back four's disrupted like it was tonight in that respect, they just played like a team of individuals who've just been thrown together, and we missed a leader. We did miss a leader on the night, or a couple of leaders, a bit of character, and that's something Nick Fenton brings to the table as well. So he was certainly missed tonight, but you know, we said to the lads, you're going to have to stand up and be counted. It's not acceptable. It's all very well looking for excuses, but at the end of the day, you were right from 1 to 11. And I won't say the lads who come on because they played a part. Certainly Jack looked lively, but no, they were crap.
So onwards and upwards to a difficult game at Aldershot on Saturday. What are your thoughts on that one? They're
all difficult. Every game's difficult. I say it every week. You know, people are, you know, it's funny when you come to the ground tonight and people are saying, yeah, another win tonight, another win. It's not like that. You know, when I say that to the lads, anyone's capable of beating anyone. We've just proven that we beat a good side in Southend, or, you know, a top 3 side. We got a point at Crawley. We beat Macclesfield. We took good points at Wimbledon. We were unlucky at Bristol Rovers. But then we played bottom of the league tonight, Dagenham. We were struggling, fighting for their lives, and they've gone and beat us. So anything can happen Saturday. You know, all the shots are on a good run. They'll be full of confidence. Ours is took a knock tonight. But, you know, we'll make sure that we dust them down over the next couple of days and iron 1 or 2 things out and ask a few more questions, and we want a reaction from them come Saturday, because it wasn't acceptable.
Thanks for talking to us.
Okay.